The blower door is made up of 5 major components: the frame, the fan, the curtain, the rheostat, and the manometer. This video will show the correct sequence for installing a blower door and running the test. The first step in setting up the door is assembling the frame. This should be done in an open area where there is room to lay out the collapsed frame. There are 5 pieces to the frame assembly and a small attachment to hang the rheostat and manometer on. There are 4 exterior pieces that make up the outer rectangle and a center bar that will support and anchor the fan. All 5 of the pieces have a cam lock that allows quick and easy frame size adjustments and final tightening. When assembling the frame, all of the finger screws should be loosened and the levers in the unlocked position. All the cam locks should be facing up as the frame is assembled. The corner of each outer frame is a 45-degree angle that has a depressible button that must be pushed in order to slide the 2 pieces together. Once the outer frame is assembled, it is ready to be sized in the exterior door frame. The frame should be sized in the exterior doorway in the area that is normally occupied by the door. The frame should be expanded side to side first and then upward. Use the left hand to keep the left hand vertical frame piece snug and tighten the finger screw with the right hand. Now use the right hand to keep the right vertical frame piece snug while tightening the finger screw with the left hand. Be sure the top horizontal frame piece is fully extended side to side and then tighten the finger screw for that piece. Do the same for the bottom frame piece. Remove the frame from the door opening and lean it against the door or lay it out on the floor if there is room. The next step is to attach the nylon curtain to the sized frame. Drape the top of the curtain over the top of the frame to keep it in place. Now attach the 2 lowest Velcro tabs around the bottom frame piece. Be sure to completely match the strips. Now use the remaining Velcro tabs to make the curtain as tight to the frame as possible. Finally, pull it vertically upward on the curtain to remove as much slack as possible. The tighter the curtain is, the easier it is to get the fan in and out of the opening. The frame and curtain can now be reinstalled in the door opening. The frame should be slid into place hinge side first. Once the frame is in place, the cam lever should be flipped over into the locked position to secure the frame in place. The middle bar that will support the fan can now be installed. This bar has hooked ends that are designed to be inserted into a series of slots that run down the interior face of the vertical frame members. The 2 slots that place the bar as close to the top of the fan opening as possible should be chosen. Once the bar is in place, extend it until it's tight in the frame, tighten the finger screw, and flip the cam lever. One end of a 15 to 20 foot piece of rubber tubing should now be extended at least 5 feet from the exhaust outlet of the fan, and the other end should be pulled through one of the small ports at the bottom of the blower door curtain. The fan is now ready to be installed. To insert the fan, place the bottom of the fan's outer flange through the opening over the bottom bar. The plastic removable ring should be to the interior of the house for a depressurization test. Take the elastic surrounding the opening and stretch it around the fan housing. The curtain should seal tightly all the way around the fan when installed correctly. Once the fan is in place in the opening, use a Velcro strap to hang the fan from the middle bar. The center bar should be supporting the fan's weight and anchoring it to the frame. It is not necessary to lift the fan completely off the floor. The next step is to attach the rheostat to the fan. The rheostat can be attached to the frame using the small frame piece and hanger supplied. The rheostat supplies power to the fan and allows the operator to adjust fan speed. It has two cords attached to it. One plugs into a normal grounded power outlet, and the other is a female receptacle that plugs into the fan at the top of the fan housing. The final step before running the test was to attach and program the digital manometer. The manometer shown here is a DG700. The exact setup and programming procedure may be slightly different depending on the manometer used. In this case, a length of rubber tubing should be connected to the upper right pressure tap of the manometer, and the other end should be connected to the pressure tap on the fan next to where the rheostat plugs in. The rubber tube that was placed outside and run back through the curtain earlier should now be attached to the lower left pressure tap on the manometer. Turn the manometer on. The first step in programming the manometer is to set the baseline. To do this, leave all the flow rings in place and push the baseline button and then the start button. The manometer is now measuring the baseline pressure difference between the house and the outside. This pressure difference will appear in the left-hand display, while the right-hand display shows the baseline timer. In the baseline window, the desired result is a stable number that does not fluctuate greatly. Usually, depending on outdoor conditions, that number should be somewhere between 0 and plus or minus 5 pascals. When you're satisfied that you have a stable baseline measurement, press Enter. The next step in setting up the manometer is to tell the manometer what house pressure the fan flow will be measured at. This is done with the mode button. The mode that the gauge is currently set to is displayed in the bottom left-hand corner of the left display window and above the word Mode. To change the mode, depress the Mode button. For the blower door test, the Mode button should be depressed 3 times until CFM at 50 is displayed above the word Mode. The next step is to tell the manometer what device will be used to test house leakage. This is done with the Device button, and the current device will be displayed in the top left-hand corner of the left display window under the word Device. For the blower door test, the default device is blower door 3, which is the model of blower door that is being used in this test. Leave it set as is. The final setting that needs to be adjusted is the flow ring configuration. This setting tells the manometer what flow ring is currently on the fan. This can be adjusted by using the configuration button, and it is displayed on the top of the right-hand display. To start this test, the configuration will be left on open. This means there will be no flow rings installed on the fan. The blower door rings are lettered A through C. Now, using the rheostat, slowly ramp the fan up until the left-hand window displays as close to 50 as possible. For a blower door test, the left-hand window will be measuring the difference in pressure between the inside of the house with respect to the outside. The right-hand window will display CFM 50. In this case, the right-hand window is flashing low. This means that a flow ring must be added to the fan in order to achieve the accurate flow measurement. The A-ring should be added, and the configuration setting on the manometer must be changed to match the new configuration. Once the ring is on and the manometer is reconfigured, restart the fan, bring the house to 50 pascals of pressure with respect to outside, and read the CFM50 displayed in the right-hand window. This is the CFM50 for this house.